Primetime Media Player sits at the core of Project Primetime. And what we're hearing in the marketplace is that device fragmentation is a real challenge. The ability to have broadcast-like reach across devices is a challenge as broadcasters are trying to take their content to the digital environment. And what the Primetime Media Player seeks to solve is, how do I enable a TV-like experience across devices by being able to deliver content with ads seamlessly? And so Primetime Media Player allows a single workflow for content preparation, DRM, and streaming. It has out-of-the-box capabilities for monetization, as well as other things that are important like analytics, so that when you're trying to deliver your content and effectively monetize that content, you have a player solution that enables that. That's what Primetime Media Player is all about. This solution is really built for any programmer or operator in the media and entertainment business who's trying to take their TV content and deliver that to digital devices. So we've been talking to many of the major media companies around the world, both on the content owner side as well as the content distribution side. And the Project Primetime solution really fits nicely with the challenges that they all seem to be having, which is device fragmentation, poor user experience, inability to effectively monetize that content. Specifically on the player side, we are supporting both desktop as well as device environments. We're rolling out with desktop capabilities as well as mobile app capabilities for both Android and iOS. That will be extended in the future to mobile browsers as well as other types of digital devices like over-the-top gaming consoles, IPTV environments. So while we were the originator of Flash, we really see our solutions across all of Project Primetime as really being framework agnostic. The solutions that we're developing are being developed across multiple platforms, across multiple standards, because we understand as a major media company, you have made decisions and using different types of technologies in order to create the content experience for your audiences, and we want to make sure that the Project Primetime solution fits those needs. As there is a growing need for long-form professional content being delivered across devices, what we've heard from the marketplace is that the version 1.0 ad serving solutions that exist in the marketplace for the delivery of ads into content on the desktop really doesn't address the needs for where the marketplace is going. And so with Adobe's Media Weaver solution, that ad insertion service is focused on how do you get content and ads together so that they can be seamlessly delivered across devices. And so what you see is an ad experience that mirrors what you see in a television environment. Seamless switching between content and ads, the ability to make sure that a broadcaster or an operator can monetize that content across any device, and also do so by helping to increase the value of that inventory, the ad inventory available, with things like targeting and analytics, things that in the solutions that exist today really don't have that capability. And so Adobe is really advancing what ad insertion looks like going forward and delivering things around ad management, ad decisioning, ad insertion that are really important for broadcasters and operators as they start to move more and more of their content to an online environment. Adobe was proud to be involved with both the BBC in London as well as NBC here in the States. And we learned a lot through that experience around, we had almost 90 million authenticated streams through our Adobe Pass solution for TV Everywhere. We saw a real consumer desire for being able to consume content both on devices as well as on TV, because as NBC announced, it was the largest TV viewing experience ever for an Olympics as well. We learned a lot of things about how consumers are using both desktop as well as devices, and from a time shifting perspective. We learned a lot about how consumers are willing to engage with content in an experience that is more like TV. And we also learned that in a device environment, you start to see different patterns around what types of devices are used at different times, whether that be a tablet or a mobile device. And so as we've been thinking about the development of Project Primetime, we've been thinking about how do we solve some of those challenges that exist for a major broadcaster when they're trying to deliver live, linear, or VOD content. How do we make the experience more similar to what you see on television so that the consumer can be most engaged and the broadcaster can maximize the value of that content while the consumer is engaged?